goes to Ricky O'Toole. Fumbles, can't pick the ball up, has option, goes backwards. Handball is good, goes out wide to Rogan. He handballs on further. Now Greaves runs onto the ball. So they've got possession. Now they've turned it over. Good strong tackle on centre wing. Still the handball's fed out. At ground level, players now converge on it. It's picked up on the half-back line. And it's going to be Corio who emerge with the ball once again. Rogan kicks off the boot, goes in towards centre half forward, but it actually comes back. Picked up there by Burke. He's tackled. Ball comes out and dropping the ball decision. So Chad Rivet will have the first kick of the game, or second kick of the game, you would think. And from inside centre square, looks to go wide. Handballs to Ricky O'Toole. Goes on the right foot, goes wide. Not too sure who his option won, but the mark has been taken. And I think it was Simons who's got the ball. Kicks wide, and it's picked up there by Smith, who's been good in the games we've seen him, especially against Belpost.
He has.
Carries the ball out of defence. Will need to straighten himself up. That's what he does now. Goes back inside, and the mark has been taken. I think that's by Bray. I'm not familiar with. The kick goes forward and a go. Burke from the centre of the ground goes long towards the goal square, and there's the first goal of the afternoon. It goes to Alex. They're going to get the ball through that centre of the half-forward position. They're going to go straight over the top of him. So the ball back in the centre of the ground. It has been bounced. Comes out. Goes to Jed Potter. Now to Ricky O'Toole. On the left foot goes looking for Clifford. Can't pick the ball up. The ball actually comes out. Umpire in the right position. Saw the little throw out. And the resulting free kick will go to Lee Clifford. So Lee Clifford has the resulting free kick. So on the half-forward line, as I said, a long way from goal, and especially going into this win. Fedke leads. The kick goes off the side of the boot, goes towards centre half forward. Going back is Hardingham. He's going to pick the ball up. Goes back by hand. It's a good handball. And coming out of defence is Brendan Chugg. So Chugg delivers towards centre wing. Ball goes over the top to Johns. Johns back to Cornish. Cornish now goes to Shembry. He stops and props. Handball goes to Carlton. Misses the target. Cleaned up by Corio. And it's Rogan. Gets out of the first tackle. Looks to get the ball forward and does so now. Handball goes towards Nichols. He's working himself up the ground a little bit further. It's on the ground level now, and players are on top of it. And we're looking for the ball. Greaves taps it out to Stewart. Big Stewie couldn't get down far enough. Again, Burke through the centre of the ground. High tackle. Gains of advantage. Goes towards Kitchen. Kitchen strong. And takes a mark 25 metres out from goal, almost directly in front.
Well, that's one of those unfortunate things for the Corio players. Just as the free kick paid, they just all stop for a second, and then obviously the advantage is paid, and Kitchen was left one out with his opponent, and he's able to take a strong mark, as we know that he can do.
Oh, just interesting to add there, Jake. Do you think Billy Nichols might just get found out? Not usually playing in the back line as a loose man.
Well, if he's not really responsible for anyone, so you'd think that if he'd excel in that role of being able to just find the loose possessions. But as Dale said, if the ball keeps coming in long above that, that medium sort of that 25-metre line out, then he's not going to get his hands on the footy too often.
There's a celebration, so we know it's a goal. So Anthony Kitchen's up and about today. He's got his first goal and the second for. So ball back in the middle of the ground. Again, Stewart goes to Potter, and that familiar outlet, I suppose, from the centre of the ground goes to O'Toole and to Spengler. Leading up the ground is Hayes. He doesn't take the mark, goes backwards. And again, Ricky O'Toole has the ball. Steadies, props. Good smother there from Ellis. He goes back and collects it again. Handball comes back inside to Manning. Over the top, goes towards Hayes again. Hayes now has time to steady and goes forward. It's a little kick forward, and Lee Clifford moves in to take the mark. So Clifford has rid it wide.
Oh,
again,
another one.
The kick's not good. I think it's gone out of bounds in the fall. Indicated there by the umpire, and the resulting free kick goes to Werribee. Sean Simmons wanted to take the ball and run, but he's been called back. So Simmons now kicks inboard. Short kick, Burke, and playing a much better game. And he's the bloke that they missed over the last the couple of times we've seen him. Hadn't a big effect on the game. And now he's got the ball, and he drives the ball long towards centre half forward, leading up. Markey's not taken there, and that was Montgomery who's pushed forward, has options wide, goes out there looking for Ellis. Spengler's also there. Good position there from Stewart at ground level. Picks the ball up, chips back inside. That's a good kick, but it didn't hit its target. Galley comes through. He can't take possession of it. Picked up there by Greaves, I think it is, coming through.
Oh, he's in trouble.
He's dropped the ball. Ball comes out. Now it's with Hardingham to Galley. Goes through his hands to Ellis. Ellis over the top, and Montgomery again works inside 50. Should shoot it. Goal. Long. It's a long. I think it's at the post.
Interesting to see that in these conditions, Werribee have actually gone with both big men on the ground. Shembry and Hardingham are both on the ground. The times we've seen them, they've actually been rotating off the bench, so that's an interesting move.
So 2 goals, 1 now to Corio, yet to score. The ball's been kicked in from full back, and it ends up in the hands of Jed Potter just inside forward 50 for Werribee. Plays on, has options wide. decides to go longer this time and goes towards centre wing. Kick is good and long, but a good mark out there has been taken by Rogan. Feeds the ball off to a running Greaves who goes in towards Rivet at centre half forward. Oh, he probably could have been pinged there, but he's...
I think he got him in the side, which was a bit lucky for him.
You reckon? It's all right. It's a good call. We'll say that he did that. And Rivet now from 40 metres out directly in front has the ball. Probably outside range, but kicking into a pretty stiff breeze. Runs a little bit wide. Kick's going to land in the goal square. Actually, it's got some carry on it. I think the big fella's put it through.
He has.
That is a great kick from Chad Rivet.
Down, picked up by the Werribee player, kicks inside 50. On the lead, Calvert takes the mark. It's about 25 metres out, directly in front. So it was good moving out of the centre clearance there by Werribee Centrals.
Toby Bray, I reckon he's someone new into the club. I don't reckon I've seen him before over the last couple of years. We might test Grubby at half time and see where we can find out where he's come from. But
it's not named in the book, so anyway, Calvert comes in, kicks high over the goal umpire's head, but it's just goes through for a behind. Wasn't pleased. Now the Corio player kicks in short and finds Laurie kicks further afield. A bit of a hands back by the Werribee player on Fedke and just pulling the shirt. Fedke didn't like it. He's going back to take his free kick. Kicks on the left foot. Bit rushed that kick. Manning there. And the ball just trickles over the boundary line for...
In Hardigan front position, takes the ball down to Bray. Bray just loads up, goes long, back towards full forward. Oh, good mark there.
By Calvert.
Billy Nichols put the hand on the hamstring there. He's in trouble. Yep, he's done it.
Oh, no.
And Simon Calvert has taken the mark. So Nichols will be coming from the ground very shortly.
That could be the turning point.
Oh.
So Simon Calvert, second shot, opposite side of the ground. Well within distance. This time just lets the wind do the work.
Yep.
And it is the third goal for the Corio side. They move along now to mate, was it? So the ball back in the middle of the ground. Ball's picked out by Stewart. Lazarik's on hands and knees, picks the ball up in the centre of the ground. Smith over the top. He feeds the ball back between his legs. This time it comes out. Ricky O'Toole, just with strength, gets out of the contest. It's either dropping the ball or holding the man, one of the two, but emerging from the contest is Justin Johns. Johns goes in long towards full forward. Best position.
Oh, that's a free kick.
There's a free kick or a mark anyway, and it's going to the celebration man, Anthony Kitchen.
What a start there for the Werribee side. Thanks for that little cameo in the commentary box there, Cal. I know you haven't got a microphone right now, but that was good on the spot work. But we've got the
good on you, Cal.
The A team back in.
Good, actually. I better not give you an opportunity anymore.
The A team is back in full force. We've got the full side. So, how are you, Jace?
Hungry, cold, but happy to be here.
Good on you, mate. We'll be celebration time in a minute because Anthony Kitchen's about to line up for the goal number 2. And Kitchen from inside the goal square comes in. That's his second goal of the afternoon. And the fourth goal.
Middle Hardingham up against Stewart. Stewart gets a tap down. Rove. Potter gets a kick away quickly to centre half forward. Numbers with Werribee. But Rivet can come out and pick it up. Give the handball away to Clifford under pressure though by the Werribee defence. And that should be a free kick for a hole. The umpire said play on. It's kicked off the ground. Werribee not too happy.
That's the breeze there. He's yelled at from the back pocket from the far end of the ground. It's carried. It sounded like he was standing next to us.
So 3 for 1 behind to Corio. Werribee playing quickly and go from defensive 50 towards centre wing. Numbers though with Corio, but they can pick it up. Werribee Centrals and turn around and go towards Galley, who takes the mark. Plays on quickly. Has to get around one. Lazarick it is. He gets around with the right foot and goes along towards Kitchen again on a long lead. Coming across, O'Toole Barry in front is able to knock it to the front of the pack. And the Devils try and break free again. Rogan gets the kick around the corner. And not going to be able to keep it in play.
Side forward 50. The tap comes down. It's a nice tap from Stewart to O'Toole. Now at ground level. Devils working hard. Lazarick dives on the ball once again. Umpire's going to have no choice there now. He'll come in outside 50. Take possession to ball it up again. So ball outside 50. Ruckman go at it. This time it's the Ruckman in front. And that's Hardingham. Gets the ball down. But the back of the contest picked up there by Manning. Goes back towards centre wing. Kick's probably got a bit too much height on it, and the mark has been taken. And it's fielded off now. And inside Chug comes towards player in Toby Bray. Bray with strength gets the ball out to Montgomery, goes back inside, and running through is Lawrence. Lawrence loads up, goes back towards the square. Getting back is Cornwall, and he takes a mark just inside the field of play. So Nevada Cornwall has players short and goes there. Chris Laurie, gee, it wouldn't want to be any finer because it was nearly out of bounds in the full. Barry O'Toole's also short. Chip just goes over the top. Mark taken by Barry O'Toole, so possession football is what's required. Now he changes direction and goes back across the field of play. Goes long. Gee, I think I have too much on it. It's a good try and save there. Embry doing the ruck work. From behind, it's Neelis. The ball comes down. It's Burke, picks the ball up, goes to Bray again. Quick hands to Shembry. He can't kick the ball or foot the ball. Comes out. Matty Wade comes out of defence, goes wide, looking for Spengler.
Oh.
But
Shembry third up, gets it down towards the goal. O'Toole runs past it. Burke doesn't, and I think the kick was touched. Well, Jake did that last week. He just got away with it. So Cornwall is it. In fact, it kicks in, and the short kick. So Corio just trying to move it around in the defensive 50. Much to kick to. He's got Stewart short. He elects to go further afield, goes up the line, but Werribee should have the numbers and should be able to take the mark, and taking it is Bray. Toby Bray for Werribee Centrals at half forward.
Do you know where he's come from, Jace?
Where's he come from?
That's what I just asked you.
Oh, no, don't.
Not here, obviously.
Nice boots, though.
Is he
Jeez, they are very slick.
No, I haven't seen him before. Haven't heard of him.
Glow in the
Playing
dark
through
style.
the middle of the ground, so he's pretty handy football, good hands.
Wherever the coach came from, I'm tipping.
Fair chance.
So Bray comes in, 55 out, uses the
Oh,
breeze,
that's a
puts it up there, and
sensational
I
kick.
think he's spotted just
On the line.
dropped short. Jed Potter's there.
Trippy kick, though.
Through for one behind once again to Werribee Centrals. So they go to 4-4-28. They lead Corio 1-1-7.
So the ball's kicked in quickly. It's with Lazarich. Goes wider by hand, and running player is Jed Potter. So Potter now takes his first bounce. Gets to 50. Geez, he wanted to bounce the ball again shortly. He's going to be pinged for going too far.
Oh.
Still has the ball. Still running. Now he gets a handball. Handball's 1-2 to Lazarich. Back to Potter. So they're running the ball out of defence. Kicks in towards centre half forward. Fedke's there. He's the option. Player getting there first, I think, was Cornish. Or no, it wasn't. It was... too sure the player was either, but the ball's now come out of defence and it kicked into towards half forward Calvert. He's done the ball by Wade, and a free kick goes back to Matthew Wade. Sorry, to
Calvert.
Calvert, yes.
Calvert it is.
He just played the smart footy there. He's set himself under the ball, and the Corio defender there who's run away since it's happened, so I can't actually pinpoint who it was, but he's done the right thing there, and done the wrong thing rather, and run in the back of him, and now Calvert's going to have a shot at goal, which you'd think that he'd kick one from a similar position so far in this game.
So Calvert comes in 45 metres out, no trouble with the distance, but he has missed to the fast.
In again, and it's gone wide, and the player leading out there for the Corio side is Bromley. So Bromley now chips over the top, goes back towards centre wing, has a bit too much carry. Rogan does well, knocks it out of the hands of the player. Carlton takes possession, just chips around the corner, goes to Chug. Chug loads up, goes back towards Burke and Laurie. Laurie works himself to the front and spoils the ball, and through.
Man on the ground so far. He went to the bench at the start of the game, and I don't think he's had a run yet.
Especially going with the breeze, you think they'd play him in. But Chris Laurie now comes out longer. Again, Potter's the target. Just watches the ball, takes the mark, plays on turns, goes short, looking for Clifford. Clifford doesn't get down over the top of the ball there. Picked up there by Lingfield, who tries to feed the ball out. Back with Lee Clifford this time. Gets a kick forward of the contest. Picked up by Spengler. He's tackled. That's a throw. Umpire. He saw it. And the free kick goes towards Smith. So young player in Smith has the ball now. Crosses across the ground. It's a nice looking kick. And a mark has been taken by Chug. Goes wider. Molivus out wide on centre wing. Has the ball now. Runs in towards centre of the ground. Kicks the ball towards Hardingham. So there's running players everywhere. Goes towards Roland Black. He loads up from centre half forward. Won't carry the distance. In front was Burke. Doesn't take the mark. And through for another rush behind. 4 goals, 7 to Werribee. 1 goal, 1 Corio.
Cornwall kicks in quickly, finds Laurie in the back pocket. He chips the ball towards half back. Fedke has to stand and take the mark. He does so under pressure. Wheels around on the left boot, chips it towards Clifford on centre wing, but it's going to be chopped off, and it's a good mark too. Taken by Devon Ellis, who handballs it away quickly to Montgomery. Goes back towards the 50. Kitchen comes out at pace, but Corio with the numbers is a free kick. Sent the umpire for a push, and it's going to go the way of Corio. Going to be able to
John Neelis
take the free kick. Neelis has got it. Thought about going backwards to Laurie, but just holds up the ball now. Goes. Well, he probably should have in the end. The kick was terrible. It might sit okay in the end for Spengler. And it falls over him. Montgomery gets it for Werribee. Handball back inboard to Bray. 50 out. No trouble with the distance. And the accuracy this time is a lot better because he put it straight through the middle. So Toby Bray has put the 50.
Loads up and goes long in towards the forward line. Calvert just eased his players, or the opponents underneath the ball. Couldn't take the mark, and it runs over the boundary line. So the ball's thrown back into play, picked up there, and there's with Potter, kicks round the corner, goes towards the half-back line. Ball in disposal and dispense there, but it's a free kick, and it's going to go to Rogan, is it? I think it is. So Rogan from Corio on the half-back line with the resulting free kick. Has players back in the square. He looked that way but changed his mind, decided to go long towards the scoreboard side of the ground, or the Melbourne side of the ground. Ball kicks the front of the contest, goes back to Montgomery, feeds over the top. And it's a good 1-2. Went back looking for Montgomery, but coming through the contest now. It ends up with Roland Beck. Eludes one, gets the handball to Calvert. Has players outside in Brave. Kicks up and over and incorrect again. It's gone through for a minor score to Corio, and the ball's been brought back in quickly. And it goes towards Greaves, but Hardingham slipping in front of him takes the mark. So Hardingham with the ball outside 50.
Load
Handball's
up.
back inside to Montgomery. Puts pressure on that player. He goes short. And Keisha by himself
Here we go.
comes in and takes the mark.
Good to see he's got his hands on the footy nice and early. He's a bloke that kicks the ball very well, so I'll back him in from here, and it'd be good to see him get a goal on the board. Actually, I don't know if you're listening beforehand, Jason, but he's only kicked one goal in the last 5 games, so after such a promising start, so this is an important kick for the young man.
Well, he'd be better off now because Kitchen's on the bench. Doesn't he play better?
Yeah, well, that's the theory we've subscribed to, so we'll see how the young fella goes.
You're always better if you stay out of the kitchen. So, Dean Keisha.
Good work, BT.
Dean Keisha, we followed this ball directly behind. It's a nice looking kick off the boot. Was never going to miss. And young Dean Keisha kicks his first goal of the afternoon. The 6th goal for the Werribee side. They moved to 6 goals, 8.
Beck gives it away by hand quickly. So Werribee Central's load up again. Kick towards nobody in particular. It just falls across past Neelis as well. Calvert comes at it, gets a shepherd, taps it on intelligently. Handball came quickly. Stewart in the ruck contest, got it down, big thump away again and just pushed it out. Now Stewart, Calvert, Shembry's there also. Potter fights hard for it. Ball spills free again and we'll have a third bounce. At the Werribee attacking end, Hardingham taps it over the back of the pack, spills towards his opposite number Stewart, got a fresh air shot. Well, in fact, he did get the kick in the end and it gained about 30 minutes. Could see. Boundary throw in again. Jed Potter got it down this time.
He doesn't.
Looking for the boundary line again, but Werribee, they keep it in, do they? No, said the boundary umpire. It's going to have to come back. It will be another boundary throw in. So the 5th boundary throw in. Boundary throw in. Hardingham gets it with the left fist back towards the Calvert, who wheels around on the right boot. O'Toole played for one high, didn't get it. Pushed back in the end to Wade. Now Ricky O'Toole, last line defence. Tries to chip the ball to Spengler. It holds up in the breeze. He gets a good shepherd from Laurie. Then he's going to be in trouble. Alice bears down, but he gets his kick away. Tries to measure the pass, but where we have the numbers again, Montgomery takes the mark. And 50 metres out from goal. Shouldn't have any trouble with the distance. He loads up, gives it everything he's got, but the accuracy once again is offline and through for one behind.
Don't think Dan Cash should be too impressed here. He had about
7 to Grandy Cyclone Sport first quarter scoreboard.
So Potter's now doing the kicking in duties for the Corio side and has Chris Laurie wide in the pocket, but he goes to the further side of the ground. The kick wasn't good, and mark has been taken by Alistair Burke. So again, players that haven't been playing well since we've seen him. He was one of them. He's played well this morning, or this afternoon, along with Toby Bray, who's come into the side. But Burke, a goal kicker against North Geelong, got 4 that day, I think. Comes in now for his second shot at goal. Only 35 metres out, bit of an angle. Kick doesn't look too bad. Dean Keisha likes it. And so does the goal.
Stewart goes up. Shembry gets it down, falls to the side of the pack. Fedke came off the wing. Shembry, though, followed up. The big fella needs some support. Coming out also Montgomery from half forward. It's across half forward now. Corio try and break free. They do so. The ball was with Lazic. Was a throw, said the umpire. Yes, it was. And Werribee Centrals will take the free kick. So they'll go through the middle of the ground and they go towards the lead of Burke. He can't take the mark. He had a couple of steps on Laurie as well. Now Barry O'Toole just chips it towards Ricky O'Toole. Can he keep it in the field of play? He can, but he needs some support. He needs to get around. He got around Beck and he gets a handball free to Laurie. Has to get a quick clearing kick towards centre wing. Smith might be able to keep it. He's got some numbers there in support as well. Getting it Chug. Handball falls and spills free.
Organisation, so that's always good to see.
Ruck contest and Werribee got the ball free. Shembry, the big fella, gets it towards half forward, but coming the other way, Potter can't take the mark. Under pressure, Chug now got a shepherd and got the kick back towards full forward. Calvert comes out, takes a great mark, and will shoot 4 goal from 40 metres out directly in front.
Werribee just red hot at the moment.
Was in the air and he was in front, mate. There wasn't going to be much chance, I don't think, for anyone else to get to it, but some good work.
Very much so.
So Simon Calvert, who has kicked 1 goal 3 this afternoon, comes in 40 metres out, and I think he's missed again. 1 goal 4. So they go.
Been shared down there with Nevada Cornwall. 30 minutes have ticked by in this quarter. He goes short, and again Chris Lolly just popping himself in the back pocket takes the mark. Again, hugging the boundary line, goes looking for Wade, kicks too strong and over the top, and the mark's been taken there by Dale Collins. So Collins goes on quickly, goes back in towards centre half forward. It's a nice looking kick. Shembry overruns it, goes back and tries to collect it, but the race is on, and beating into the ball was
Run out there?
no. So the ball's out of the contest. Now gets over the back. Clifford comes up and meets the ball towards half forward, half back line. Players over the top, picked up there by Montgomery again. He's tackled. Ball comes first quarter. Ball's tapped down. Comes through now, picked up there by Beck. Goes looking for a player, but it's wrong one, and it's picked up there by Manning of Corio. Goes back towards centre wing. Chug just happy to knock the ball over the boundary line, and it'll be thrown back into play.
So I might go grab the doona out of the back of my car at the quarter time break and just sit up here snuggled up in the doona because it's absolutely freezing and below on a gale at the moment.
We might have to get some glass in this box, I think.
Ruck contest. Shembry gets it down to the side of the pack. Ricky O'Toole's their handball back to a standing start. Rogan, he's wrapped up there. Is the siren for quarter time. And Werribee Central's at quarter time. 7:10:52. They lead Corio 1.